And we're back.
Viper's Nest. Scariest part of town, no sign. Just that one dude glaring at everyone.
Ah, yes, the bouncer.
Well, I'm here now. Just another day in the life of an idol.
Oh, there you are. Man, this place is the worst. I think someone peed on me.
Wait.
Freddy? What are you doing here?
What, you thought I wouldn't notice you skulking off? You didn't even bring any equipment, Grace.
Oh. No, thanks. I'm guessing this played out differently because I came here instead of going to the apartment, right? You have equipment? You shouldn't be here. I'm glad you're here. I mean, I adore you, but you shouldn't be here, but I adore you.
Freddy, please tell me you don't think you're some kind of adventurer.
I'm sorry. Are you not about to head into a monster's lair at great personal peril? What else would you call that?
You're such a dork. I adore you.
Good, because I'm not about to let you wander in there without backup. Who knows? Maybe the stuff I know about Medusa might actually apply. Well, that'd be a switch.
Medusa. What do I know about her? She usually has snake for hair. Her eyes turn anything into stone, and she was defeated by using a mirror, right?
Do you think she actually turns people to stone?
Let's hope not, or this could be a short visit. Or a really, really long one.
I'm serious.
Perseus used a mirror to reflect Medusa's gaze back at her. Oh, maybe you could use your phone.
You think that would work?
Unless you brought a mirror, Grace, it's all you got.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll bite. What do you know about Medusa?
Well, you know she was human once, right?
Yes.
And she was cursed?
Yeah.
Apollo mentioned it, yeah.
Cursed by Athena. Or so one of the stories goes, anyway.
But doesn't she work for Athena?
Hey, don't look at me. My knowledge of this stuff stops at a few thousand years ago.
Okay, she's a monster,
She
though.
was once human, but she's definitely a monster, right?
Yeah, one of the worst. But, you know, so was the Minotaur.
Asterion said she was scary. I have a feeling she's not like him.
Then I guess you need to be prepared for the possibility that she is as bad as the legends say. Though some of the stories also say that she was wronged by Athena and that what was done to her was an injustice.
And Athena just follows the rules, right?
Okay, let's do this, I think.
Okay, enough talking. Time to do this.
You have a plan for how we're getting inside, I hope?
Maybe. You're here to help?
Always.
Then I have a plan.
Good. Use a distraction, find another entrance, confront the enforcer. What do we want to do? Use a distraction, find another entrance, confront the enforcer. Use a distraction. Yeah, let's do that.
Hi, this is where the comic convention is, right? I hope I'm not too late for the signing.
Ma'am, I'm afraid you had the wrong address.
What? No. Oh God, no. No, that can't be right. Do you understand the indignities that I have endured? The weird looks, the body odors? Someone spilled coffee all over my cosplay outfit. No, do not tell me that I got it wrong. I spent $50 on this ticket. I demand my personal photo.
Perfect. Also, I saw Pan behind me in that photo. Like in that scene. Like, she was literally right behind me. Oh, this is creepy.
What a long day, hiding in the light. Such a long day, dreaming of tonight. This sacred bite. Hello, who's that there? You've messed up my flow. Just get your drink, girl, and take your seat. Oh, it's the muse. There are sacred bites, and then there's this sacred bite. So wrong, so right.
You can see the snakes.
I'm really gonna hate myself tonight.
Medusa, listen, stop, I'm warning you. This is something you don't wanna do.
Tell me more about me, look at you. A prime sashimi with opinions too.
Medusa, listen, I'm warning you.
Yes, keep on warning
There's no
me.
rewinding, it's something you can't undo. Can't undo.
It's kind of the point, lovely. Now look into me.
Yeah, she's not logical, is she?
Your body goes freely every time I see its tenders turning jelly. I see it renders.
Gotta go aggressive here.
What'd you say, Grace? You okay, Grace? Where's the game face this time? You are currently experiencing something I like to call the preparation. Any questions or comments? That's right, it is widely known that I can turn folks to stone. But oh, I won't this time. Cause this time I find dine that oozy musy bloods my wine this time. Look into me. Oh, she's looking away. Hey, look
You flipped that hood.
me.
Then out came the snakes. Oh, you're so good. Finally, some steaks. Oh, the ice thing. What a difference an actual monster makes. Murdering muses.
Helps me relax.
I should sound out Athena about your naughty night snacks. Me and Athena need to touch base. I'll say what I've seen.
I'm getting quite keen to chew off that face.
Let's do it.
Now look into
Medusa, look into your own eyes. Nope. Okay, the phone thing doesn't work on you. Nevertheless, let's take a look at you. Fan called you hideous. That's just untrue.
enough.
I'd kill for eyes like that. The body too.
Don't look at me.
Maybe the hair needs some attending to.
Don't look at me.
Big picture, honey. It's nothing you can't undo. Yeah, you're not a killer. You're much too cute.
You're lost, little girl. No more Hail Marys. We both know the cute girl's you. The killer's me.
Don't know, you don't know.
I do know that you didn't
Kill Calliope. So you know that it's true that I didn't do it.
No.
Yes, you do know, you know. Does that mean Athena knows?
No. Fine grace.
Don't you see, Medusa? You are just her tool. Your queen's a user. You're Athena's fool. Apollo could get you free. He's a friend to me.
maybe what? Did I miss something?
Is she serious?
You could put the...
That depends. What do you think, Medusa? Will you help me out?
Oh, fine. Fine. What exactly is it that you want, pretty muse?
Why were you at the reliquary?
You were at the reliquary the night Calliope was murdered. I want to know why.
Blast! This is why I didn't tell Lady Athena. I knew it would come back to haunt me. I only followed pretty Calliope to the reliquary. I never spoke to her, never even caught up to her. I swear it.
That's what Asterion told us, more or less.
But you were there that night.
Yes, yes, I admit it. Ugh, Lady Athena will have my head. She'll mount it on a pike. Whatever you might think of me, I had no part in the Muse's death. I did not even know she'd been attacked until I saw her fleeing.
Then why were you following her? Asterion said you two met. You didn't tell Athena? How can I believe you? Why were you following Calliope?
You followed Calliope to the reliquary. Why were you shadowing her at all?
I am Lady Athena's spy master, yes. Calliope has been trouble from time to time.
Okay.
So you were spying on her.
I keep watch over every idol who no longer lives in Olympus, but especially Calliope. When I realized she was headed to the reliquary that eve, I followed. I had a duty to Athena.
Okay. Asterion said you two met. Did you find out why Calliope was there?
Did you ever find out why Calliope went there?
I was never close enough to ask. When I drew near to the reliquary, that is when I saw the muse fleeing. She was
Okay.
frightened, bloodied, dying.
Let me guess, that made you hungry.
I gave chase, yes, but to discover the truth. I knew Lady Athena would wish to know.
Does make sense from your perspective.
I didn't learn the truth until later. And then it was far too late.
Okay. Asterion said you two met. You didn't tell Athena? You didn't... Asterion said you two met.
Asterion said he caught up with you out in the fog. Is that right?
I thought he was the one who had attacked her. He is a great beast of a creature.
Uh-huh.
He killed Hecate's cat by accident, but this still seems hard to believe.
Yes, I had only realized my mistake once I caught up to him, and by then the muse was gone.
And you never found her afterwards?
I thought she might flee to her pretty home, or to the sharp and prickly Persephone. She did neither.
Yeah, she came to see me.
So you didn't tell Athena?
You haven't told Athena any of this? You agreed to help, remember?
I told her Calliope was at the reliquary that night. I did not tell her I was also there.
No.
Why not? Wouldn't Athena find out from Hecate anyway?
I was not thinking clearly. I panicked. Lady Athena barely tolerates my presence as it is. If she thought I was involved in any way, if she even suspected...
Why should we believe you? You did just try to eat me, remember?
I agreed to help you. I speak the truth.
Right, and not at all trying to cover your own ass.
You presented an opportunity. Oh, to taste the sweet, sweet blood of a hero once again.
Right.
It's a problem. I've been working on it, I really have. Well, what of Pan? The only reason I knew Calliope was going to the reliquary is because he informed me.
Uh-huh.
So much for never lying to me.
What were the odds, honestly?
Let's put a pin in that for the moment, shall we?
I am a monster. It's true, I do not deny it. It's still, I did not kill the muse.
Got it. Okay, so... Okay, again, it points to Pan, because he lied to me. He's just using us. So he knew that Calliope was going there. Yeah, so he knew he was going there, and he's just forcing me to go. Then why put me on this stupid chase? It's either Athena or him, or Apollo. I don't know. Okay, I've asked enough questions.
Let's say we believe you. For the moment.
I've told you everything I know. We have a bargain. You said my curse might be lifted.
I'll ask Apollo. It's all I can do.
Whatever you do, pretty muse, I beg you. Do not tell Athena of my indiscretion. Show mercy. I know what I am horrifies you. It horrifies me as well. I cannot help what I am. I did not ask to be cursed like this.
I'll think about it. You're joking, right? Have you done this before?
Whether I tell Athena depends. Have you done this before?
I...
Don't you think Athena should know what her spy master is like?
No, she cannot. I am a lost and cursed thing. No idol. If Lady Athena should learn the truth...
What?
I hope you find what you seek, pretty muse. And that we meet again someday. And sing a different song.
Okay, this doesn't clear anything up. She was a victim too, Snake Charmer.
He knew. Right from the start, Pan knew Calliope was there that night.
Alright.
Yeah, and who could have foreseen that he was lying to you the entire time? Who, I ask you, a mystery even the Oracle couldn't have penetrated.
It makes no sense. I mean, like that.
Yes, fine. You were right, Freddy. As always.
See, was that so hard? Anyhow, you probably have a few questions for Mr. Goatman. I'll see you at home.
Yeah, you were awesome.
Would you really have tried to burn Medusa's face off? With an aerosol can?
Hell yeah! One hint of googly eyes and...
What would I do without you?
You'll never need to answer that question, Grace.
Alright. Back to Goatman. Alright, Pan, could you stop? Could you stop with the bullshit already?
Oh, if it isn't, the lovely Grace?
You knew. Right from the start, you knew Calliope was there that night.
Well, yes. She asked for the key and I gave it to her, no questions asked.
Then?
I told you I didn't know what happened to Calliope, and that's the truth. I did not. So I nudged you in the right direction.
You keep using me. Why aren't you... What aren't you just... And lied about
And
what?
lied about why?
I omitted things, yes. I was rather hoping to avoid suspicion falling my way.
I've never lied to you, Grace, and I never shall.
Medusa learned that Calliope was going to the reliquary because I told her. Now, before you say anything, I had no idea of the fate awaiting our dear muse. And you yourself said Medusa was not responsible. I simply had to know if I'd inadvertently, rather innocently...
Killed her. You sold her out.
Sold her out? She came to you for help, and you gave her whereabouts to the highest bidder.
I am trying to help, Grace. In my way.
What do you mean, in my way? What way is that?
The way where I don't take all the blame.
Exactly. And get a free...
What else will I discover, Pan? I'd rather learn it now than later.
I wish I could tell you, Grace. I truly do.
Great. And get a free tome in exchange. Like, you also got a... Okay, what day is it? Day 5. Jesus, do I gotta talk to Apollo? Do I have to talk to Apollo? It's day 5. Let me talk to Apollo. Let me just stop by there.
Grace, back again so soon.
Tell
Did you
Zoom.
find Medusa after all? You've been on my mind ever since you told me about her.
I did, and it was fine. I told you it would be.
Sort of.
Okay, it almost wasn't fine, but it worked out. Nobody got hurt.
I see.
Great.
Perhaps you'd best tell me what happened then.
Okay.
That sounds like quite the harrowing experience. One that could have gone very poorly indeed.
Were you, I needed to do it.
I know, but let's focus on the important part of the story.
Which is that Medusa seems to have been cleared. And that brings us back to Pan. Have you confronted him about it?
I did.
He admitted to selling out Calliope, but not to killing her. I don't know if I can believe him.
I've never thought of Pan as a liar so much as a manipulator. Still, he would do anything to protect himself. I'll have to give this some thought.
Okay.
I did tell you we could discuss your memories and the Eidolon more in depth after the party. Did you have any questions, or?
How many times have you died?
How many times have you died? Can I ask that?
Well, we call it passing on, meeting the Eidolon, and it's fine. I've passed on 12 times that I can recall.
So your name isn't really Apollo?
Most recently it was Lucas. Everyone Lucas ever knew is gone, however, so these days I prefer Apollo again.
Okay.
Lucas? Seems weird to think of you as a Lucas.
Really?
It was weird for him, too. Much like yourself, Lucas becoming Apollo was somewhat of a surprise.
Sounds like there's a story there.
Lucas. Yeah, he looks like a Lucas. Tell me about Lucas.
Tell me about this Lucas. How did he become you? Or is it how you became Apollo?
Apollo had taken to surfing.
Of course he did.
He left the city without permission and roamed the coast looking for... Well, I'm not sure now. Whatever it was, he found it one night when a giant wave took him down. He was drowning, and I thought, this is finally it. But it wasn't. Lucas saw Apollo struggling and swam out to save him. He pulled us ashore, but it was too late. It took a long time to realize what happened. I didn't return to the city until years later. By then, everyone thought I was Apollo's chosen successor.
Oh.
So no trial for you, huh?
It wasn't easy at first, without memories or anyone to guide me, but no, nothing like that.
Yeah, so he didn't really choose you. I mean, you saved him, but he didn't choose you. What if Lucas hadn't been there?
Wait, what would have happened if Lucas hadn't tried to rescue you? What if no one was there when you...
When I died, then the Eidolon of Apollo's line would have ended forever, I think.
You think?
There have been stories about Eidolons that survive for a time and go wandering. That's probably all they are, though. Stories. It's not something we've had much opportunity to study, but normally death without passing on is how an idol really dies. Forever.
Okay, but in theory, you guys can hold on for a while, even after you die. That's what the stories say. Okay, all right. Okay, so I don't know. The game is pushing me, like, the three main suspects are Apollo, Pan, and Athena. Those are, like, the three main suspects right now. Apollo, what's weird is that he had this weird, like, emotional grip with Calliope. He was even there the night of the apartment, the next day of the apartment where I goes there. Pan, he's just manipulating me, and he's trying to save his own ass. And Athena was kind of like, she wanted this trial to go, and it wasn't until Apollo voted not to. Here's the weird thing. If it is Apollo, why would he vote, like, to give me a chance in the trial and not just kill me there? Maybe it's because he believes that, oh, well, I'm the new Calliope, and maybe this version of Calliope will now love him? Is that it? Like, he kills Calliope because he didn't have feelings for him, and then now he's just waiting for the new version to come along, and then maybe this version will fall in love with him. I don't know, man.
When all these memories start to return, will I feel different?
Well, let's see. It starts as dreams you'll have of places you've never been, people you've never met, fleeting images, feelings. Then they'll appear while you're awake. You'll be eating breakfast and suddenly recall when you last ate something similar in the 17th century.
Mm-hmm.
The only difficult part is that eventually it can be hard to differentiate between your life and all those other lives. They blend together.
It does sound confusing.
A little, yeah. And not all the memories will be good ones. It can take time to process.
Will I still remember my own life?
You said it becomes hard to differentiate your life from the others. How hard, exactly? It'll still be me, right?
Grace, would you say that who you are is at least in part due to your experiences?
Yes.
I guess so, sure.
Well, you'll have a lot more experiences. They won't feel like someone else's either. It will feel like you did all those things.
Right.
They will shape who you are now, just as they shaped Calliope and all those who came before her. The good news is, you won't get all the memories. Each time we pass on, the older memories fade.
Oh, really? Wait. So, okay, fine. So the oldest memories fade and the new ones come, like, stay. So yeah, personalities. Okay. Well, doesn't that mean that Aphrodite at some point would have forgotten, like, her PTSD trauma, like when she got captured and her husband? Like, wouldn't there be a version of Aphrodite that would forget that?
Wait, how is it good that old memories start to fade?
We're many thousands of years old, Grace. If all of those memories returned with perfect clarity, you'd drown in them.
Yeah, but doesn't that mean you've all forgotten so much?
Tell me, how much do you remember from when you were a small child?
Bits and pieces, I guess. Not much.
It's the same for us. The further I try to think back, the more blurry it becomes. I remember the important bits, but little else. Some of the really old memories. There's so many mortal stories that get mixed up with them, things my previous selves learned as legends. It becomes hard to tell. It takes time, Grace. You'll remember all the lives you've led, but at a pace you can handle, and nothing more.
Okay. That's all for now.
It's a lot to consider. Assuming I'll even have time to worry about it, what with the trial coming.
Hopefully this eases whatever concerns you might have had. Anything else you'd like to discuss while you're here?
I think we're good. Tell me more about Calliope.
Tell me more about Calliope. You and her were good friends, right?
For centuries, we were far more. I was the god of the arts, and the muses were my constant companions. We went everywhere together. They had many names, but the three most common were Cleo, Talia, and Calliope. The Sisters of Beauty, I called them, though they weren't always women.
I never thought of that. Do idols change gender a lot?
Most of us seek out inheritors who are like us, I suppose, but not all. Calliope, in fact, was a man in her previous incarnation. Christoph, I think his name was. A poet Calliope adored. I was surprised when she made him a muse.
Who was Calliope after
Who did
Christoph?
Calliope become after that poet, Christoph?
You have to realize we're already into the period where Calliope and I weren't really speaking. She showed up one day in her new form, the one you met. An opera singer whose name she never revealed. We fought, as I recall. I told her she couldn't pass on every time she met an artist she fell in love with. Eventually she'd forget everything about who we were and where we came from. She said she'd rather forget than wallow in old memories like I or the other idols were doing. It was time to wake up and make the best of our situation. Calliope was an idealist without compromise. Always. She hated what we'd become. What I'd become. She wasn't wrong.
I'm just really asking this because I just really want to discard him or not. Like if he would be the murderer.
From how you describe it, you and Calliope fought a lot.
As often as we saw each other, which became less and less as time wore on. However, she fought with everyone. Calliope hated the idols being kept secret. She and Athena would get into screaming matches over the rules, and it got so I could no longer protect her. She moved out of Olympus years ago and kept to herself. I just assumed she was wrapped up with some new artist when I got the news.
Okay.
Do you regret not making up with her?
Every day I think about our last conversation and what I should have said or done differently. The problem with immortality is that you think you have all the time in the world.
It wasn't only fighting with Calliope, right? Surely there were good things too.
Is that how it sounds? No. She was marvelous. A force to be reckoned with if there ever was one. In the darkest days during the war, it was her songs that gave us hope. She kept Aphrodite alive through sheer determination, I think. Calliope cared. About us, about art, about people she'd only just met. It was her greatest strength as well as her greatest weakness.
I wonder why she picked me. I don't feel like I'm any of those things.
You underestimate yourself, Grace. I see a lot of her in you. She chose well.
Okay. All right, that's all for
That's
now.
all I can think of for now. I'll see you around.
Of course. I look forward to it.
I was actually interrogating him there. I just wanted to see. Go to Freddy, go to Grace's apartment, talk to Freddy. It's still day 5, right? Yeah, okay, yeah. Talk to Freddy. I don't know.
Hey, so what's the news, Miss Muse?
Miss Muse.
Well, does a muse have a proper form of address? I just want to hear what exciting adventures you've been having.
You were almost there for all of them.
Well, I went to a party held by the goddess of love.
All right,
And
that one.
she died.
Man, I always miss the really good parties. Here I was, sitting at home, just reading a book. Everything else okay, though? Do we know who the killer is yet?
Not just yet, no.
Okay, well, let me know if there's anything I can do. If I have to hustle to become your high priestess, well, so be it.
How are Cass and Brian?
What are Kaz and Brian up to? You didn't tell them anything, did you?
No, I told them you came home, that you're okay, but that you're having a moment. They send their love.
Should we tell them, do you think?
No.
What for? They have their own problems. Plus, Brian can't keep a secret to save his life, and Kaz is officially homeless.
Is he still crashing on Brian's couch?
Grace, you do know that Brian doesn't have a couch, right? Just some giant beanbag things?
Then where is Cass?
Yeah, it's cute. They'll tell us when they're ready. But right now, it's best just to not mix them up in this.
Cool. Sorry about the band.
I should really apologize about the band. This kind of puts a dent in your plans, doesn't it?
You're right, Grace. How dare you sabotage my dreams? I am so mad I could spit.
You know what I mean. Nobody could have seen this coming, sure, but it's always been something with me.
Well, as I see it, there are two ways this goes down. One, neither of us gets back to the band. It was just a thing we did for a while before I founded a cult in your name. Or two, we get back to it and the band now has the Muse as its lead singer. Edge of Elysium becomes the coolest and most appropriate band name ever.
Ugh, I still really hate that name.
Look, Grace, you can't be the source of all the drama and name the band, okay? That's the rule.
Yeah, got it. All right, no more questions.
Okay, that's enough questions for now.
You sure? I can talk all day. You know I can.
I
I'll
know.
check back with you soon, Freddy. Time for more mystery solving.
All right, well, that solves that. And Grace's apartment. Go. I still don't know who I'm going to accuse.
Oh, hi, Grace. I can just call you Grace, right?
Yeah.
That's my name. Where's Freddy?
She went out to get snacks. We were gonna watch TV while we waited, but, well, here you are.
This is weird. And also, I just came from Freddy's place.
Will there be an idol here every time I come home? Just walking into my apartment, uninvited?
Oh, I was invited. Freddie said I could stay. I haven't touched anything, I swear.
Not really my point.
Anyway, I guess Athena wants to talk? I can zip us over to Olympus anytime, if you're free.
She wants to talk. Yeah, let's go.
I suppose there's no point in putting it off. Do your thing. Take me to Olympus.
Okay. Oh, when you see Freddie, tell her I'm sorry I couldn't stick around for the movie.
Got it.
And mind if I say something?
Sure.
Sure.
You've changed. I mean, from the person I met when I first came here. When, you know, you got it together really quick.
Thanks, I guess.
Alright, is Athena gonna offer me something now? Django. In the background in a poster. Choose your trait. Wait, what? Oh, wait, what? Is this like Act 2 or something? Wait, I gotta pick a trait now? Oh, shit. So I picked Clever for Act 1. Was that Act 1? Really? What am I going with now? Am I going with Charming? Let's go Charming.
There you are, Grace. Do have a seat.
It's with the owl. It's creeping me out.
I prefer to stand, thanks.
As you like. You've certainly been busy, haven't you? Everywhere I turn, there you are. Including the reliquary.
Oh, look at you.
I'm uncertain how you got access, but even you must have realized it's off limits. Particularly for your mortal friend.
Yeah. I have to prove my innocence. You know what happened there. Or no, you know what happened there.
But you know what happened there. That's where Calliope was attacked.
Yet it's not where she died, Grace. Is it?
So
What?
because she made it all the way to my apartment, we shouldn't care why she was bleeding to death along the way.
You think our judgment was rash? It was. In truth, I worried that giving you time, letting us all get to know you, would make it harder in the end. I am sorry, Grace. You may not believe it, but I care deeply. I care about what happens to you and to all the idols.
Where has that gotten them? Like, you care about Medusa? Then do something. Where has all that got? Then do something.
If that's true, then do something about it. You're the only one who can.
Zeus was the first to leave,
He was.
king of the gods, and we don't even know what became of him. Vanished into the ether.
No.
Poseidon was next, walked out into the seas, never to be heard from again.
Oh, wow.
Ares betrayed us.
Alright.
Hephaestus saved us. Hades was murdered, and by one of our own.
By who?
The list goes on.
Why tell me this? So you add to it?
So you add to it. I show up and you kill me off because you can't be too careful.
We are dying, Grace. I don't mean diminishing or drifting apart. I mean, our immortality is disappearing.
Okay.
Very soon now, the idols will be no more. We are a legacy that spans millennia, dating back to the very dawn of humankind. So yes, I care. I will do anything and everything in my power to avoid that fate, even if it appears unfair.
Cool. I could have helped you.
You know, it's too bad. I've been an idol for 5 minutes, and I've been out there solving problems you've all wrestled with for how long now? I could have helped you, Athena. I could have helped all of you. But you don't see that, do you? You're so busy holding on to what you have. You can't see what you're throwing away.
I know we've put a great deal on your shoulders, Grace. I do. All I called you here to ask is that you please not make my job more difficult than it already is. If you have any other questions or concerns, now's the time to bring them up.
Lessons to Customer Medusa. Who can access the reliquary? Tell me about Pan. Who can access the reliquary?
Who has access to the reliquary? Is it anyone with a key, or...
Doesn't matter. You gained access, so clearly it is not difficult to get.
I guess.
Speaking of which, I don't suppose you'll tell me who gave you that key.
The same way Calliope got it. Pan did. I won't tell you. Same way Calliope got it.
The same person gave it to me, who gave it to Calliope.
And who gave it to Calliope then? I see.
Oh, whoops, sorry. Back. I'll go. You went to the reliquary, right?
Speaking of the reliquary, you went there, right? Once Hecate told you what happened?
Yeah, I was not impressed by the delay.
If you had known about that, the night Calliope died, would it have made a difference?
The chances are exceedingly small that you attacked her there, it's true. Yet, Calliope was weakened, which made her more vulnerable prey for an enterprising mortal, one she knew. Perhaps the incidents are connected, perhaps not. I cannot afford the risk of uncertainty, Grace. I'm sorry.
Right. Tell me about Medusa.
All right, let's talk about Medusa.
Met her, have you?
Yes. Why does she work for you?
I just have to know why. Of all the people you could have working for you, why her?
We could have left her behind. I elected to bring her because, in the end, she is my responsibility. But Medusa didn't want charity. She volunteered to work in my service. It's trying at times. Now, if there isn't anything else?
Okay. I just realized, like, the option didn't come out for me to tell Apollo about Medusa. I forgot about that. Tell me about Pan.
What do you know of Pan?
Pan? That's not a name I expected to hear. Been sniffing around you, has he?
I have some suspicions, and I'm curious to hear your thoughts.
Pan lurks at the edges because he likes it there, seeking out whatever profit he thinks he can get away with. Avoid him, dear, or he'll stick to you like gum to the bottom of your shoe.
Yeah. Is Pan a killer?
Okay, so you don't like Pan much. I get that. But do you think he could kill someone?
We've all killed, my dear. I was once a warrior queen, feared by mortals and gods alike.
Another idol, I mean.
Is that where your investigation has led you? To Pan?
No. I'm missing something.
Sort of, but I feel like I'm missing something important. Maybe the goddess of wisdom could help me out?
It would be helpful to know what Calliope was doing at the reliquary, but she's not available to ask. Not until you regain her memories, at least.
Why not put off the trial until then? Seems like a good way to solve all this.
Yeah,
Yeah?
that's what I said.
And trust what you decide to share? I think not.
I guess that's... Yeah, that is a point. Like, I'll get the memories. I don't know. I mean... I don't know. Alright, I'll go. Like, I get it. I could be lying, but it's still, like, if I find out who it was, like, it'll be, like, both of us having to prove. I don't know.
I guess I'll get back to my investigation.
I am rooting for you, Grace. If there's another way to resolve this, any way at all, I will take it.
Yeah, right.
Will you? Really?
Good luck. Feel free to take a cookie on your way out.
Man, fuck yo, Cookie. Alright. That didn't help. In anything, to be honest.
Well, I can't say I'm surprised. Athena has always struggled in a crisis.
Well, that's a nice way of putting it.
Remember, she was a warrior. When pressed, she's always turned to that aspect, sought to maintain absolute control. It'd be hypocritical to say it's wrong of her. She's battled for me as much as for anyone.
Okay. I didn't need a lecture. Are you guys really dying?
Do you think she's telling the truth? About the idols dying out?
Yes, though I find it odd she chose to tell you.
Maybe Athena thought, who'd believe Grace if she blabbed about it anyway?
Sadly, while I'd prefer to stay in her good graces, I doubt that will be possible.
Uh-oh. What now?
You may not like this, but you need to go back to the reliquary.
Why? I bet I know why. Why? I actually don't know why. I bet I know why.
You know, Athena said something to me. That it'd be nice to know what Calliope was doing there in the first place.
As usual, you're way ahead of me.
It's the only piece of the puzzle we're missing. Calliope went there because she had a plan. But what plan?
If she left clues behind, wouldn't Hecate have found them already?
That's a really good question.
Remember how I told you it'd be years before you got Calliope's memories back? Well, it's true, but not entirely.
Okay.
Okay.
Is there a way to speed that up?
Those memories are inside you. You go somewhere important to Calliope or touch something special to her, you will get flashes, feelings.
Okay.
Do you want Grace to go to the reliquary so she can have deja vu?
Yeah.
Whatever happened to Calliope there, it ended her life. All we need to do is uncover those memories.
Alright, how do we get into the reliquary?
Last time Freddy and I were there, Hecate wouldn't let us into the reliquary. Not without Athena's permission.
Okay. Do you want to ask Athena for permission?
No.
It just seems like a radical step. For you.
A week ago, I would have said that breaking into the reliquary couldn't be done. A week ago, I couldn't have imagined being here. My stance on a lot of things has changed. If you have another idea, however, I'm happy to go along with it.
The reliquary has alarms.
What about the alarms? I'm not eager to have Asterion chasing me through the fog.
Calliope snuck in without setting off any alarms. At least at first.
Well, I'll be following in Calliope's footsteps, won't I? What if I follow the wrong footstep and set them off?
Then the alarms bring Asterion and Hecate, and all three of us do a great deal of apologizing.
Let's just hope that's all those alarms do.
Alright, let's do this.
Right then. Back to the reliquary it is.
Any idea how you want to do this, Grace? Because I'm game to help.
Cool. I'm sure we can figure something out.
The only thing
I can't go into the reliquary with you. Not without tipping off Hecate. But I won't be far. If anything goes wrong, I will come running. But even so, Grace, please be careful.
It'll be fine.
You know me. I'm always careful.
Come on, the time for adventure is now.
Be safe. Both of you.
Why do I feel that he has feelings for me? Alright, Freddy distracts Hecate, be honest with Hecate, sneak in the back. You know what? I'm gonna be honest with... Be honest? I mean, I got them to fall in love, didn't I? So, like, they should trust me. I feel like it's a good story. Like, hey, Calliope came in here, she got murdered. I'm not gonna take anything. I just need to see... well, she noticed that this guy took the tone. Let's be honest. Let's try it. Screw it. I'll be honest.
Ah, so that is now.
Oh, you were expecting us?
It is written that you would come, yes.
Oh.
That is so cool. I kid you not.
Yet it was also written that you would sneak into the reliquary as Calliope did, so this encounter is unanticipated.
Oh. It was told that I would sneak in, not be. I didn't want to sneak in. I had to do this. Your book was wrong. Again.
This book of yours really isn't as accurate as you make it out to be.
The course it lays out is almost always correct. The smaller things, they are subject to free will and frequently change.
Okay.
However, even without the book, I do understand why you've come. Is there a reason why you believe my answer will be different now?
You owe me? This involves Athena? Don't you want the truth? What could it harm? This involves Athena.
The only reason you won't let me in is because Athena forbids it, right?
She is the one to whom I made my promise, yes.
What if I said that she's a suspect in Calliope's death?
Is she a suspect?
She's an idol. I don't know that she's not a suspect. Yet. Without more evidence, isn't her command potentially self-serving?
You will regret this. That is also written.
That is a yes.
Go quickly. Look, but do not touch. The reliquary stores many artifacts, some dangerous.
Perfect.
Got it.
Alright. Come on, get a deja vu here now.
Okay, Grace. What the heck do you do now? Of all the times to not have Freddy around, she'd love this. First things first, how do I do this? Where do I even start? Calliope must have been here. She could have stood in this very spot. Maybe if I just... focus.
Nope. Follow her footsteps. Nope. Okay.
Yeah, it's weird. Like, I've definitely been here before.
Oh shit, there's a lot of things to see here. Branch, apple, trident, mask, egg. What's the egg?
I don't get any feeling from that. Will I know it when I see it?
Probably. Instrument. Right? Instrument?
Is that a weapon? A musical instrument? Maybe it's both.
Maybe. Mask?
What did Freddy say about mazes? Was it always go left? Or go left and then go right?
Trident?
Is this an armory, too?
Oh, yeah. She said Poseidon had walked into the ocean, never come back. Zeus never came back. All the big ones, really. The three brothers, Poseidon, Hades, and Zeus. Ironically, she said Hades had been murdered, but she didn't say by who.
Freddy, are you out there? Can you hear me? What am I doing? All that'll do is tell everyone where I am.
Branch.
They should really charge for tours. It's kind of amazing.
Scroll.
I don't even know what language that is.
Statue. Is it really gonna be the last one?
Shouldn't that be in a museum somewhere?
Ah, it's gonna be the last one, isn't it? Ah, of course.
This is it.
It was literally the last
Calliope
one.
was here. She was standing right here. And she... Uh-oh.
Do you work for Hecate?
Hello? Do you work for Hecate? Are you guardians or something?
Nope. No, they're here to kill me. Run. 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 Jump in the...
Okay then.
Run in the mirror. Come on, get them to sing. Throw something. Use a weapon. Get them to sing.
What's happening? Why didn't it work?